as the China president of CBBC, view CIFTIS as a platform for China-UK cooperation?
CIFTIS for CBBC has always been a very important platform for us because the UK, let's remember the UK is 80% services, trade and services
80%.
economy. So our productivity as an economy comes from services. And the UK is also the second largest exporter of services in the world. So for us, our exports and services to a market like China are critical, are very important. And yet at the moment, our exports and services to China only constitute 27% of our total exports to China. So we see that number
only, so there's a potential.
Only. We see that should be much higher. So for other markets around the world, services are usually higher than goods for the UK, but for China, goods are higher than services. So we want to bring that number up. So we see the service industry as a key front to expand and grow the connections between our two countries, and CIFTIS being the ideal platform for us to promote new ways of working together.
Okay, so let us know what kind of companies, British companies, prominent companies are present here at CIFTIS. What kind of industries are they involved in?
Absolutely. So I'm pleased to say a very wide range of industries. So first of all, probably most prominently, you have the financial services industries. So you have banking, insurance, asset management, green finance, all these areas very much represented in our delegation and in our program over the course of CIFTIS. But also areas like creative industries, where the UK is a leading producer of television, of film, of games, of publishing, of all these different areas. And we have, again, a delegation from this sector represented here in Beijing over the course of CIFTIS, and also sports, where we have representatives from snooker, from football.
CI is so successful now.
And very successful. Yeah. And whereas, so for trade and service, export and services, CIFTIS is the platform. And we work a lot with the Beijing government in general, but also especially around CIFTIS and also with MOFCOM. And so together we see it as an ideal opportunity to promote excellence in UK services, deals that were signed in the education sector, in the TV sector, so a wide range of different areas, and also actually in healthcare as well.
I guess the previous 3 years had interrupted the services sector coordination between China and UK, because services involve people-to-people communication, direct cooperation. So have you seen a trend of recovery in the services cooperation so far this year?
Yeah, it's a very good point, and I think the service industry certainly was impacted more heavily than goods, and in fact, on a goods side, we saw an increase in the UK exports to China. So that's been quite healthy. On the services side, more impacted, but as soon as UK companies had the ability to travel back into China, we've seen a sort of a wave of visits, mostly from UK senior representatives from UK multinationals that are already here or who are already investing here, who've already got established operations here. But I think what CIFTIS marks is the kind of beginning of that next phase, I think, where it's more about companies who perhaps in the last few years weren't able to do business here, who are now saying, we need to get back out to China. We need to be engaging with our partners, engaging with on potential new projects. And so that's why we've seen this group of 60 UK companies taking part in this delegation this week.